Oh, Maggie. Something that I've many times wanted to ask, but it didn't happen. It's about karma. Growing up in a Hindu household, the word karma is used a lot in daily life. It's that belief in karma is ingrained in us from young. For example, if we did something wrong, my mom would say, "This karma will come back and haunt you in your next birth. Be careful." And we were never allowed to have debts with anybody because we were told that you'd be born again just to repay that debt.
Mm.
So so this has been ingrained in us, and then in the later years, once I was exposed to the Vedantic teachings, and through teachers and even with with you as well, getting that direct experience of what is, um, there's no notion of a body to reincarnate into, from the point of presence, because incarnation is embodying the soul, so to speak, and so that is in conflict. The notion of karma doesn't even arise at that level, and yet there's something because of the conditioning, that tells me that our actions do matter and they have consequences in terms of rebirth. So, and sorry, I don't want to speak too much more, but there's also an extensive description of how karma itself operates, the three types of karma, the prarabdha being the one that is applicable to this birth, even in the Gita, which is part of Vedanta. Right? So even in Vedantic texts, karma is described. So I'm not sure how to reconcile it. I mean, I could read it up, but I just wanted to get your thoughts on it. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, the Indian tradition is very, very rich in the scriptures and very detailed and well thought out and well articulated. And karma is a very, very useful concept, a very useful tool, in our life to guide us. There are different levels of understanding. There is the uh, level, like the progressive level, the level where we're sort of being guided in the right direction, being guided towards um, more harmonious way uh, of living, the effects, cause and effect, the whole concept of cause and effect has a useful uh, place in our life to help us behave in a certain dharmic way. And yes, I mean, the tool of fear, if you commit a sin, you're going to maybe go to purgatory or maybe you're going to go to hell, in Christianity. Uh, so it's a little bit scary. You have to really make sure that you don't commit too many sins or don't commit the big sins, something like that. And the karma, but like being reborn, the whole rebirth concept uh, is deeply entrenched in the culture, and it's a powerful uh, tool to using fear. Um, in at a certain level of in your journey, you come to the direct understanding. Somehow there is an invitation from God, a glimpse, a revelation, a cosmic revelation that bypasses your mind. So then you find yourself on a journey beyond the mind, beyond karma. The journey is piercing through all the veils of the mind. Of course, it's not an immediate, complete understanding, many levels of understanding, many glimpses, but all these glimpses of understanding about the source, they cut through all the veils, including the karmic veil. There is a freedom beyond the mind, beyond the complete content of mind, the complete realm of mind. Where one could say the karmic power diminishes and dissolves. The guidance, there is still a guidance, progressive guidance, let's say, where you are guided more and more by a higher understanding, by the consciousness revealing itself and guiding you. And in time, it becomes clear to you that it's guiding itself, that you are itself, you are that which is guiding and being guided. And in the realm of guidance, you will find the guidance to be love, truth, freedom, and happiness. These do not arise from the mind. Beauty, love, truth, and happiness are attributes of consciousness. They become the guide. They become the new karma, if you want to use that term. But it's really not karma. They become the path and the celebration of the understanding in life. You will find yourself more and more choicelessly drawn to dharmic behavior without, well, maybe in time, the choicelessness becomes more and more obvious. Maybe initially there may be a certain degree of choosing, especially when the vasanas are still arising and drawing you back into the old patterns, you know. So it's like maybe when you're riding a bicycle, initially there are training wheels that are helpful for you to sort of guide you how to ride the bike. And then at some point when you are comfortable, they remove the training wheels. So maybe karma is something like training wheels. Of course, they're, you know, Having said that, people who live their whole life, with training wheels or needing the training wheels, which is, God's play anyway.
Got it. Yeah.
In terms of incarnation, reincarnation, it's very important to understand that that which is cannot not be and has never not been. There is no opposite to being. That understanding is available for those who can understand that.
Mhm.
It's not some. It's profound. The heart of understanding. Experientially, the I is not a phenomenal object. We have a direct experience of I right now. It does not to be propped up by a body, by a memory, by a story. I
Mhm.
stands of its own. Its shining light is, you don't need to shine the light onto the sun. It is the shining light. I, Ramana used to say, just I. No,
Mhm.
nothing needing to be added. I is, and I knows it is. How, what kind of karma? What kind of birth and rebirth? And they do not apply at that level of understanding. Of course, I mean, the Indian scriptures are very ancient and very thorough and have
Mhm.
devised very elaborate methodology to cover the entire human realm,
Mhm.
including, of course, the divine. The divine, Atman is Brahman, Brahman is Atman, there's only one reality. There's
Mhm.
no talk of karma at that level.
Mhm.
But when you look at the entire scriptures, they speak to everybody at their level.
Okay.
So, of course, sometimes with our children, we speak about karma. And I think we have to be careful not to utilize fear too much because it goes deep into the body. It creates some sort of worry, and it's not necessary. There are other ways of speaking about it, of using, you know, uh, to be responsible for one's action. Know, you don't want people to hurt you, so don't act hurtful toward others because other people are going to be upset. They're going to hurt you back. These are things that people can understand at any age.
Mhm. That was beautiful, Maggie. Thank you. In fact, in the scriptures itself, it says the only thing that can bring karma to an end is knowledge.
Yes.
So that was clear. It just what wasn't clear was for somebody on the path who's beginning to get exposed to what reality, what my true nature is. The old conditioning sometimes interferes of karma, and I think that's you've answered that. So how to
Yeah.
deal?
As you go deeper and deeper into your exploration about the reality of consciousness, every,
Yeah.
everything will come to order, everything will become clear and will line itself up.
Thank you.